Who the hell writes this shit? Prostitutes predicting recessions? Really? Jesus Christ, I wonder what the fuck wrote this. Just swap that. Hey. Hi guys, welcome to another exciting edition of DX News. Today we're going to cover a wide range of subjects, like being able to pay for your Chipotle with BTC, Binance potentially being used to launder money, how sex workers can predict economic recessions, and how Mickey Mouse is worth more than feeding your friends and family. Now, have you ever wanted to pay for your food with crypto?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, right? Me too. If you thought I was going to say no and be sarcastic about it, boy, you're wrong. So Chipotle recently announced that they're going to be able to accept cryptocurrencies to pay for your orders. Chipotle is a Mexican-style restaurant that's based in the US and has these amazing chimichangas which now you can pay for using your Bitcoin. Now, just so you know, we are not being sponsored by Chipotle to run this little conversation piece, but it'd be amazing if we could, right? Like, who wouldn't mind having a nice little taco here? Now, they actually did win all in, and they're accepting almost 100 different types of cryptocurrencies, including, of course, the most popular, Bitcoin, Binance, and even Solana. I wonder if they'll take DXL tokens next.
No.
Not only that, but if you pay using crypto, you're actually gonna get a 10% off on your order. Now, some other major chains that have recently begun to accept crypto are Gucci. Go to Chipotle, pay with DXL.
No, I don't think I will.
Imagine, if you will, you get an email saying you've passed your interview. You were accepted to work as an engineer with Coinbase. You pat yourself on the back, you quit your job, tell your boss to go eat a dick. Go to bed happy, and the next morning, you wake up to another surprise. An email saying, no, sorry, but not sorry. You pinch yourself, you want to wake up, you think it's a nightmare, but it's not. You pinch yourself again, it's not a nightmare. Your offer got rescinded. You told your boss to go fuck himself. What do you do now? So this might sound like a scenario out of a movie, but it's not. We guarantee you it's an actual real story that happened to several people. It turns out that Coinbase is not just a shitty exchange, but also a shitty company to work with. On June 3rd, multiple users actually reported on Twitter that they had their offers rescinded by Coinbase after getting an email confirming that they would be hired to work with the company. Now, according to Coinbase, they had their reasons, and they justified their shitty practices with the following statement. In response to the current market conditions and ongoing business prioritization efforts, we will extend our hiring pause for both new and backfill roles for the foreseeable future and rescind a number of accepted offers. Now, this is truly one of the stupidest things we've ever heard. If our writers can keep their job with DXL, what can a multi-billion-dollar exchange have to, shit themselves for? And I do want to point out that the story I talked to you about earlier is a true story, except maybe the telling the boss you ate a dick part. I kind of throw that in. But really, it could happen to anybody. And like I said, these are real things. So one of the worst news we've gotten recently is that New York banned mining. So that big headline is a little bit of a clickbait, but it's not a full-blown ban. It's a ban on mining operations that are not based on renewable energy. Now, this could be a good or a bad thing since about 39% of all mining is happening within the US, and we're unsure what would happen if other states decide to adopt a policy like this. Renewable energy in the state is a very iffy situation. Like, some people are all for it. Like, you have this lady, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, and then you have other people who are full against it and will prefer to bring back coal, like our former US president. So you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt. Of what would happen with these sort of measures? Will banning crypto mining be a good thing, or will it not be a good thing? How will it affect the price of Bitcoin in the coming future? Now, on the other side, you do have an added incentive for people to figure out green mining operations. Moving on to the scam section, apparently Binance is being used to launder money. Does this surprise you? Why would it? Why would it surprise anybody that a crypto exchange could be used to launder money, or anything on the blockchain could be used to launder money? If it happens every day with world-class established banks, how could it not happen in the crypto industry? To me personally, these sorts of things that are happening and are being used as an excuse that crypto could facilitate money laundering and crypto could facilitate the illegal buy and sell of weapons, it's all bullshit because it already happens on regulated, centralized banking. It already happens in the traditional money structure. How is it not going to happen on the new and disruptive wave? These excuses are reasoning from the establishment to hold crypto back because they know how it can disrupt the banking system. So don't give me this bullshit that, oh, crypto can be used to launder money. So is the US dollar. In fact, that's what gives it its weight. But anyway, continuing with the spewing of bullshit from Reuters, they claim that approximately $2.3 billion have passed through Binance to the use of purchasing of illegal weapons, drugs, and all sorts of illegal activities. Now, not only drugs and weapons here, I mean, big time weapons, even potentially nuclear weapons have been purchased using Binance. Now, they weren't able to interview CZ directly, but the CFO, Patrick Hillman, said that those numbers are totally wrong. Who should we believe? Now, the problem itself is not that Binance was used for these activities, because let's face it, guys, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, any sort of crypto can and will be used and will be abused if it's allowed. I mean, it does happen already with the traditional money system. So how is it not going to happen on the blockchain? The problem right now that people are bringing up is that CZ might have targeted some of these people and facilitated the use of it. Now, this leads us to Hydra. A website where you can buy all sorts of drugs or anything that's not legal. In 2017, there was a strategy in place by CZ, which, and I quote, is used to increase our market share and nothing else. In 2018, the Binance blog showed how much efforts they were doing in Russia because of the hyperactive market. But apparently, behind the scenes, what they were doing is cutting deals with the Russian government. Now, they said that this was done intentionally with the purpose of knowing how much money was being used in illegal trades. You can find the source in the description, and it also talks about some other crazy shit, like the Lazarus hack and how money was being used to literally buy nuclear weapons out of North Korea. Please go to the description, follow up, inform yourselves a little more, and let us know. What do you think? What may we have missed? The central exchange that allegedly borrowed money from Do Kwon to dump on Terra users is at it again. This time, they could not help themselves and spent $36 million of their own money to fund their shitcoin addiction. We've all been there, right? Oh, jeez. I know what that feels like. Fuck Bitcoin. Just kidding. It wasn't their own money. It was the users. They're actually getting sued by an exploit that took place on February 8th for $36 million of money that was not theirs. It was their customers. The people behind the lawsuit, IRA Financial Status, says that this is because of a faulty API. But Gemini says that it's not, that they have the best systems and IRA can suck their left nut. Well, they didn't exactly say that, but they're adamant that their systems are working properly and that nobody has lost funds. And of course, a Bored Ape hack. Really, what is an episode of DX News without talking about some dumb ape? I mean, the day that we stop, you're gonna miss our shitty jokes about scam apes. Really, at this point, can we just call it the Ape Club instead? Why are you calling me now, Aggie? Now, the hacker used the official Bored Ape Discord to promote a free minting of anybody who had a Bored Ape Yacht Club, a Mutant Ape, or other side NFT. And unfortunately, the addicted glue sniffers couldn't help themselves. They got a "it's for free, it's for me" sort of mentality and ran to mint. And of course, as soon as they started, funds started to be drained.
Bored Ape Stolen.
Now, this is not the first time that it happened, so it really leads us to believe or to ponder, is this an inside job? This also happened on April 1st, just to remind you. And at first, everybody thought it was an April Fool's joke, but no. We feel for anybody that was a victim of this, but you have to remember, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Remove that disc. Change that mentality that if it's free, it's for me. All right, guys? Stay safe. Moving on to internet news, guys. And moving on to internet news. Amber Heard's potential career shift. Now, the internet has gone crazy and Twitter has blown up with potential career changes for Amber Heard under the hashtag New Jobs for Amber Heard. Now, it's basically just a collection of users from Twitter getting together and making memes on what Amber Heard could do now for a living. One of the more popular ideas is she could dedicate herself to pick up dog poop. This time, without blaming the dogs for her shit. Pedorra de mierda. Now, like I said earlier, Mickey Mouse is more valuable than feeding your friends and family, and I do not kid you. Like we know, Disney is tough on their royalties. And believe me guys, this particular situation was so much that a couple decided to spend $5,000 to hire actors dressed up as Mickey and Minnie. Now, why do I say that they're more valuable than feeding your friends and family? Because the couple that got together were such big fans of Mickey and Minnie that they decided to use the budget for food into paying these actors for only 30 minutes of their time. They actually thought they had some sort of Jesus abilities and they were going to be able to multiply the bread and the wine, because it literally said on their invitations that the food would not be paid for. Now, it did say in small letters, so it caused a lot of surprises for the guests who went there and were being asked for credit cards. The couple, to justify their priorities, say that they did express that food was going to be available, but they did not say it was going to be free. The couple also added that there were vending machines in the location. Chang would have stayed there for free for more than 30 minutes just for the free chimichangas. Right, Chang?
Oh, I'm going to eat this, but I am highly offended by it.
And moving on to sex workers being able to predict recessions. Have you ever heard those old stories from older people who said they could feel the weather in their bones? That when it's about to rain, they get a pain here and there? Well, this is similar. Sex workers can apparently tell when a recession is coming with other parts of their bodies.
My breasts can always tell
When a recession is coming, owners of a strip club say that they've been in business for so long that they can tell when a recession is coming. Also, OnlyFans creators are saying that their biggest tippers are not tipping as much. But really guys, there's always going to be simps around and you'll get back to it. Thank you for watching guys, and a couple of things before we go. First off, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss a video. Also, don't forget to check out the Terra documentary that's coming right out. More information about that on the upcoming weeks. And please, log into the Top Secret Game website to get some more information about it. New releases, new sneak peeks are coming up, so stay tuned guys. Remember, my name is Louis, and as always, do your own research. Thanks for watching guys. Now please, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want us to keep our jobs and not end up like Amber Heard.